In this part of the tutorial, I'm going to show you guys how to get the rig that we talked about in the previous one. So the name of the rig is a Pitchypoy Rig. It's a modified version of the original Rigify rig that comes with Blender. So I'll show you the difference here. Let's go to Blender. Okay, so I just opened up a default Blender scene. I'm going to hit X to delete this cube. And I'm going to hit Shift A, add mesh. And I'm going to go to armature, and I'm going to go to human meta rig. This is the regular Rigify rig, and Blender doesn't automatically enable this. You enable this by going to File, User Preferences, and going to Rigging, and it'll say Rigging Rigify. So just click the checkbox, and then once you hit Shift A, you'll have the option to add an armature in the human meta rig. So this rig is it's a really good rig for people that don't feel like making their own rig themselves. But the thing is about this rig, though, is that it lacks a facial rig, and that can be very tedious to create on your own. However, if we hit Shift A and go to Add Armature, the Pitchport Human Meta Rig, you'll see that this rig comes with a full face rig, and this will be very useful to make facial animations and lip syncing and whatnot. So, how you get this rig is you basically go to github.com/pitchypoy-rigify, and once you go here, click on the download zip button over here. All this stuff in the center may confuse you. Don't worry about that. Just click the download zip button right there. Now, I started these tutorials on a PC, but my PC is not working properly. So there's my Mac, not my Mac, but there's a Mac computer that I'm using, and so to actually enable the functions that this rig comes with on a Mac computer. Okay, so what you do to enable this is you go to Finder. So you go to your Finder here, and you go to File, and go to New Finder Window. Alright, and go to wherever you have Blender saved, and your Blender folder will be closed like this. Unpin your Blender folder, and you'll see all these things pop down here. Just right click on Blender and go to Show Package Contents. Get this Contents folder on Mac OS. Blender, co-signature, resources. So click on resources, and it says 2.75 here. Click down, and then go down to scripts, and then click down to add-ons, and then click down to Rigify. Now, and then click down on rigs. Now, you won't have this Rigify Pitchpoy folder here, but what you can do, let's go to File, New Finder Window. So we have two Finder windows open. So let me split these up. And what you can do is go to where you saved your Pitchpoy download. It'll say Rigify Master. And what you can do is you open up the Rigify Master folder, and it'll say Meta Rigs and Rigs. Double click on Rigs, and you'll have a Pitchpoy folder here. So basically, you click and drag this Pitchpoy folder over to this and add it, and then you'll have the Pitchpoy rig. And so then you can just close both of these windows, and once you get back into Blender, you should be able to add the rig. So you should be able to add the Pitchpoy rig just fine. So that's it for this tutorial. In the next tutorial, before we get started actually rigging, I'm going to teach you all some basic rigging principles that we need to know so that the rigging process can go a lot smoother.